A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now, ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Washington Nationals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's had a pretty big impact on this series with 5 RBIs already. So we'll see if he can keep his hot bat going.
Tanner Roark will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Billy Burns will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
And look out. Boy, an auspicious way to begin our ball game here this afternoon.
First pitch, 106.
And now this misses as well as he's behind the leadoff man this afternoon. 2-0 now.
And even just 2 pitches into our afternoon, already we're getting the sense that he's going to call a pretty tight strike zone.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hits this one hard the other way. Murphy's got it and taken in out there for the first out.
Batting second, the left fielder number 25, Cody Ashe.
Now to the plate, Cody Ashe, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And boy, a high high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Ooh, you might have felt the squeeze on that one. That might just change the whole complexion of the at-bat.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And here is strike 3 called on the fastball. Looked to be about eye level, but it's out number 2 instead.
He'd obviously love a 1-2-3 here to start the first, and after a ground out and a strikeout, he's 2/3 of the way there.
Odubel Herrera gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Well, guys, the book on Rusty is that he can sometimes have a tall strike zone. Pretty consistent, though.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, he's looked at 2 close pitches. You get the feeling that this is the calm before the storm. I think he'll unload on this one if this thing is anywhere near the zone.
Line toward right center. Harper is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. And now the Nationals get their first opportunity. No score. Time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about keeping the series alive?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Charlie Morton will do the pitching in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
With a moment now, let's take a look at how the Phillies will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about guys at the hot corner, the best in the league, we're looking at one of them right here. Gold Glove Award winner last year, has as soft a hands as anybody in the league.
Ben Revere will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Well, I think the big question everyone's asking before this game was, how are these guys going to respond from just getting whacked last time out there? In the regular season, you say, hey, no big deal. You put it behind you. You move on pretty quickly. But in the postseason, you could say it's over and done with, but I don't think it's quite as easy as that. Those are the kind of losses that stick with you, and you just keep thinking about them.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Herrera's there. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy will dig in. It's been a series to forget for him so far, as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just one game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
2-0 count and the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Got a piece. It's 2-2.
And that's right where you want to be with your specialty pitches. If you can start them knee high and let them dip out of the strike zone, you'll have a lot of success with locations like that one.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Trouble waiting on deck as Bryce Harper hits next. Good battle. Count remains full. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Trying to run one inside there on a 3-2. I mean, that's a tough take. And according to that guy on the mound, a bad take. But he didn't get the call.
Bryce Harper takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded to short. Fielded cleanly. The second for 1. On to Trumbo, and they turn it. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital with no score. Mark Trumbo makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Three and 1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Batting fifth, third baseman number 7,
Michael Franco gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Left side. Rendon is there. To second for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Well, if you want to go by the numbers, somewhere around 37% of leadoff walks come around a score. Now, EK, I know you didn't know that, but that won't be an issue here as he bounces right back and he gets himself the double play.
Stepping in now, J.P. Crawford. Hit hard down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
You see here from above, since he's left-handed, he's got the third baseman playing well off the line. I don't know if this is exactly where he intended to hit the baseball, but it works out for him.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Don't want to forget about him.
Just checking.
Tap fouled at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit. Now a long throw to third. And the throw from Revere will not be in time. He's in safely at third.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Charlie Morton gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
The 0-1 delivery. Hit to short. Espinosa's there, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Wilson Ramos strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Well, and that's exactly what you want to do right there. Get yourself another ground ball, and that's a good way to start the second as he gets the easy ground out.
Striding into the box, Anthony Rendon. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. it really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Right side. To his left, Hernandez. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now, these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Clint Robinson gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's taken high and outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1.
Yeah, that first fastball took off on him a little bit. This is a much better spot.
Ripped down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. A look there at the Washington Monument, not far from Nationals Park, on a great day for baseball in D.C. Cesar Hernandez steps in here to start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd.
Now batting, right fielder, Billy Burns.
Billy Burns will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Low for ball 1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line, and they can't run it down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
Line towards center field. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And that at-bat right there, that's exactly why this guy's such a tough out. I mean, he's not going to launch too many balls into the stands, but he will do this, and that's work the count in his favor and then come through with a solid single.
Stepping in, Cody Ashe. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Third inning, no score to this point. Chop foul right at home plate. Now a throw over to first. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him.
Well, this is going to hurt any way you look at it, but as you look at the replay, the thing to notice here is that guy, he's got no lead at all over there. I mean, he's maybe 5 feet off the bag. I know you want to keep him close, but come on.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And another foul ball. Now a spin and a throw back to second, just keeping him close.
Keeping an eye on him.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Protecting with 2 strikes. Went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. Now third base coach Juan Samuel's going to wave him in. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Odubel Herrera stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
And this is low, ball 1.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
The 1-0 delivery. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are 2 gone.
Boy, at the very least, if you're going to go down swinging. That's a tough way to make a second out when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. In tight with the sinker. Ball 2. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
2 out here and a runner at second. Outside, 3-0 now. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. If it's my number 7 hitter, probably not.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
Into the box now, Michael Franco, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if for a guy in this part of the lineup.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Full count now, 3-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. Underhanded flip. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Phillies lead this one 1-0. Danny Espinoza digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Danny Espinoza.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bottom 3 in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball 1.
Yeah, and when your team still doesn't have a hit, you appreciate a call like that once in a while.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And no complaint about that one. That's a strike, and it's 1-2.
Good curveball right there, and that just really froze him.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his 2-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the 4-seamers.
Here's Jason Worth. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And the Nationals have their first base hit of the ball game.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Standing in now, Tanner Roark. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. There's 1. On to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Yeah, you want to put this down to the right side, force that first baseman to field it, but that ball's butted just way too hard, so that's a good decision defensively to go ahead and take the force at second.
Ben Revere will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first. 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Washington. They trail this one 1-0. Jay Crawford is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
The 1-0 delivery. That's inside. 2-0. This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Kurt Suzuki. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. That's wide, 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Hit hard towards center, and that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon.
A couple of hard hit balls here to start the inning. Well, the first one found a glove, but not this one, though. He's on with a one-out single.
The pitcher, Charlie Morton, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
He's set. Here it comes. And this is hit hard up the middle. That's his first base hit. Make him 1 for 2 now.
How about that swing? That wasn't just a little bleeder off the end of his bat. He swung that bat like he knew what he was doing up there.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Now that's kind of surprising right there that they put the bunt on with 1 out already. If he's the pitcher, maybe I can see it, but if I'm managing this team, that guy swings away.
Billy Burns will dig in 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
And with 2 outs, you want to make sure those guys earn that run. Well, don't let them score on a wild pitch.
Here's the 1-1. Ground ball left side. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Daniel Murphy, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
And down by a run, a leadoff walk would certainly help the cause. He's got to shrink that strike zone here and not chase anything that he shouldn't be swinging at.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that is through into right field for a single.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Bryce Harper will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And they start him out away with a cold strike.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
The 0-1 pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Herrera on the run. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
Digging in to try it again, Wilson Ramos. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
In there, no balls and a strike.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Runners on first with one down. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning. And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the division series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Anthony Rendon stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
Boy, we always talk about pitch speeds from pitchers. How hard are they throwing the ball? How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
Stepping in now, Clint Robinson, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 2 down, runners at first and second. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 3 after this. Cody Ashe heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The left fielder, number 25, Cody Ashe.
First pitch on its way. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
That's in there, 3-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Worth is under it. 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Odubel Herrera will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Murphy. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark Trumbo.
Mark Trumbo stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead it 1-0. Danny Espinosa will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Seared down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
In now, Jason Worth. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
He's going to get a visit from his catcher here because even though he got away with that last pitch, it was right down the middle of the plate, nowhere near the target. And this is not the guy you want to start missing your location with.
Here comes the 0-1. On the ground up the middle. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, pitcher, Tanner Roark.
Tanner Roark steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
Nope, that's a ball.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Nationals go quietly. They still trail 1-0. Michael Franco makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is off the fence now out near the Washington bullpen. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Well, he smokes this ball right here. This is a fastball, and he's right on it. Drives it right into the left center field gap, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Sean Kelly will take over on the mound now here in the 6th inning.
Number 56, Sean Kelly.
Into the box now, J.P. Crawford, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. In there, 2-1.
Boy, that got a lot of the plate, cutting right across the zone. I think if he had that pitch to do over, he would have taken a rip at that one.
No one out with a runner at second. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, one thing you're taught at an early age, when you see a pitch coming in tight, do not open yourself up. You got to turn your back into it to protect yourself. This will still hurt, but it could have been worse.
Kurt Suzuki digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And the Phils know that one key hit here could make a big impact on the outcome of the ball game.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Here it comes, 2-0. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate, 2-1. First and second here with nobody out. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Yeah, that finds a zone, but some of these pitches are getting a little too much elevation. That could come back to bite him.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
This one's blooped out toward right center field. Murphy ranging into shallow right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
Charlie Morton will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
Ryan Howard will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only one out in the inning. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball one.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen. And this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. And Howard will wisely lay off that one as it's back to 2-2 now.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Cesar Hernandez strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Worth moves over, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies leave a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Luis Garcia will come on now as he'll start out the bottom of the 6th.
Number 57, Luis Garcia.
Ben Revere will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1, here's the pitch. Ripped down the first base line, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. One thing that man right there will not tolerate: leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Full count, here it comes. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Here's Daniel Murphy now, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. With 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Bryce Harper stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Liner toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
And after going strikeout to start the inning, it looked like he was on his way to an easy 1-2-3. After the base hit there, he's going to have to work now with a 2-out base runner.
Wilson Ramos will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nationals leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Back here at Nationals Park, on to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Oliver Perez is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Oliver Perez.
Billy Burns will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Billy Burns.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now here's the pitch. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Worth. But he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there in left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Cody Ashe takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
Pickoff move to second, and he'll get back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's high for a ball, 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. A runner at second, nobody out. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Ashe is retired, and there's 1 away.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike 3, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
Odubel Herrera will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Here's the 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now a look and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. has to be thinking strikeout here. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Runner at second here with one man out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
First offering on its way. Mark Trumbo is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0.
Even though this is still just a one-run game, this thing could get ugly in a hurry. So if you've got an out pitch, you better pull it out of the bag right now.
A throw behind the runner at second, and he's back standing.
Simple throw over there.
Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Robinson is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Standing in now, Michael Franco, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Bounce to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. It's stretch time here in our nation's capital. It's the Phillies 1 and the Nationals nothing. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at-bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
David Hernandez will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Leading off the inning, Anthony Rendon, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Hit down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. The throw into second, and he is safe at second base as he legs out a double.
Well, neither offense has really made a huge impact so far, but finally maybe a little sign of life. He drives this ball for 2 bases, and even though they've had trouble scoring runs, they're not out of this thing by a long shot. A couple more of these could get him right back into it.
Clint Robinson will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, obviously, you want a base hit here and hopefully tie this game. But a ground ball to the right side, that wouldn't be so bad either.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Trying to hold the lead. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. No one out with a runner at second. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team, but with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
In now, Danny Espinoza, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
A pause and the 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Under it is Franco, and that's out number 2.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
So stepping in, Jason Worth, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Drilled to first. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's 1-1.
Well, a good job of bailing out his 2 teammates before him who couldn't get that run in. He comes through with 2 away to finally get the job done.
Number 1 is going to get a chance to swing the bat here, as that's going to be all for Perez in this one. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. 2-0.
I think he's letting this situation get the better of him out there. But you have to have a short memory if you're a relief pitcher. You can't dwell on what just happened.
Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
The 2-2 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Backhanded. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. 8th inning coming up. All tied at 1-1. Trevor Gott will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
62, Trevor Gott.
J.P. Crawford will stand in, and it's a bullpen game now. Both starters out as we begin inning number 8.
Yeah, both starters are out, and since we're tied, both starters not going to be involved in the decision.
Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Curveball, and he buckled him, but it's full 3-2. Kurt Suzuki is on deck. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Now at the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He flew out in his last at-bat. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. That's 1-0. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Peter Borges will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he can come back with that big curve.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And I may not know a whole lot about pitching, but what I do know is this is not the guy you want to be putting on base with a walk. That definitely puts the stolen base in order now with 2 away.
Cesar Hernandez will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
That's lifted the other way out to left. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. Home half of the 8th straight ahead, all tied at 1-1. Jake Diekman is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jake Diekman.
Ben Revere will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. And he's retired, 1 away. 2 very well-pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ballgame. Things have been tight throughout. At the plate, Daniel Murphy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
This is skied into short left center. Calling for it, Ashe. 2 gone.
Right fielder number 34, Bryce Harper.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nationals gone in order. Still tied 1 apiece. Felipe Rivera to start the 9th inning as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Billy Burns will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1.
And as a defender, these are the kind of pitchers you like to play behind. Someone who pitches to contact, keeps the defense involved, and he gets an easy pop-up right here.
At the plate, Kobayashi. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch of the at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. That's a great job there just to hold off.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
That is just a great at-bat right there. Anytime you go from down 0-2 in the count to working out a walk, well, let me tell you, that ain't easy to do. And that's all about having a really good feel for the strike zone.
Matt Belisle will take over in a tie ball game with 1 gone here in the top of inning number 9. Odubel Herrera stands in now with 1 down and a runner at first. That would be the go-ahead run if they can find a way to get him all the way around. Double play is in order, however.
Yeah, he has definitely got to look for something up in the strike zone and drive the ball to the outfield. Now, there's nothing more deflating than a game-ending double play.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. In the dirt here. And a good idea to hang close at first as he'll make it back easily. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Here's Mark Trumbo now. as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
You make a mistake up to this guy, he's going to make you pay. This pitch is belt high, and he just jumps all over it and drives it into the alley to put runners on second and third now.
And there's the fourth wide one, so they'll go after the next guy with a force at any base here and 2 men gone.
And this is probably the right decision here with 2 outs. Too many things can go wrong when you let him swing the bat.
So coming to the plate, J.P. Crawford, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and 2 away.
And this is big-time pressure right here, both on the guy in the box and the guy on the mound. This is a great duel coming up.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Look out. 2-0 now.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
The 2-0 on the way. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
The 2-1 on its way. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. Here comes the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
And he cannot believe the calls he's getting out there on the mound. This is going to force in a run, but let's look at show track to see where this pitch was. That's about what I suspected. That looked good from up here. That's a tough break.
Yusmeiro Petit will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
Yusmeiro Petit.
Stepping in now, Kurt Suzuki, as he'll swing and hit a chopper toward the hole. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and they leave the bases loaded. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Phillies 2 and the Nats 1. Wilson Ramos will be the one to start things off, with his guys needing a 9th inning rally here if they're going to force a game 4.
Number 40.
Greg Holland is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 56. Greg Holland.
Wilson Ramos will come forward now, trying to stave off elimination as he'll get the first crack at things here in their half of the 9th.
It's so hard to believe that everything they've worked for all season long comes down now to these final 3 outs.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. Smoke toward the hole. And this is through into right field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Anthony Rendon comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Well, pretty clearly just playing for the tie right here. And it's a nice job there of getting the bunt down. So the tying run's up to scoring position now with just one out.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Clint Robinson. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
And that misses for ball one. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
One out and a runner on second base. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Holland pauses. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Still 2-2. Runner at second here with one man out. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
All right, a big strikeout there, and you know that keeps that tying run at second with 2 away now.
Danny Espinoza will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. And a fly ball, and this should do it. And the Phillies move on. They've got a date in the NL Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award, but what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone like this that you can call on to finish things out for you, and he came on to slam the door shut.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Philadelphia Phillies. 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Nationals, 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Our paid attendance at Nationals Park this afternoon, 41,222. The Nationals thank you for your attendance and remind you to please drive home safely.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Show, your source for all postseason news. Here's a recap of yesterday's playoff baseball. The Phillies took down the Nationals in Washington 2-1. For Game 3 of the NLDS, the Giants left fielder, number 48, added 3 RBIs to his total, helping lead the Giants to a win over the Cubbies 5-3. They take a 2-1 series lead into Game 4. And that's what's going on around baseball here in October. Join us again tomorrow for updates from around the postseason.